All right, everyone, welcome. So, today I'm going to explain six types of funnels that you can use in your business. It doesn't matter if you're an online business owner, maybe an online coach, and you have some sort of high ticket or low ticket community, you can definitely use any of these funnels, whatever best fits your business and your needs. And when you basically choose funnels, you have to understand your market and the stage of your business, um, and kind of the phase of you and authority that you have in your market, right? Because if you're just starting out, maybe having a lead magnet, having a simple lead magnet and email series funnel would work best for you. But if you're like developing, maybe having a webinar funnel would work best for you, right? It just depends on your authority in the market. So I'm going to explain all these funnels. And also, if you're a growth operator, right? If you're handling backend operations, backend offers of these online business owners, then stay tuned because you're gonna get a lot from this video. Yeah, any further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see here, first thing that you have to understand is your traffic, right? So, if you're an online coach or even a growth operator, this is basically done by your content, right? So, if you're creating online like organic content from IG, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from Twitter, like any of the platforms where you have your audience, basically, right? So you have to get the traffic, your leads. It doesn't matter if you're running ads, what matters is your traffic, your leads, the eyeballs that you're getting, right? Once you get your traffic, once you get the eyeballs, what you will do, you will basically put them together, and then the customer journey begins, right? From that moment. So the first kind of funnel that we have here is called VSL training funnel, as its name suggests itself. So VSL training funnel, it means that you're providing training in form of VSLs. So in form of video sales letter, right? So if you don't know what a video sales letter is, it's basically a video where you're basically trying to sell your unique mechanism, your program, high ticket, low ticket, whatever you want to sell. So you have this story that you're telling your audience, and then you're basically trying to sell them, right? Not really selling them, but again, using the exact wording, all the keywords, phrases, like aka copywriting, right? So you're not directly selling them, but you're just selling them through your storytelling. That is what actually USL is. So in this training funnel, this is where your business actually comes in, and you have to understand. So if you have some sort of, I would not say complex business. What should I put it into words? So you can say that if you want to provide some sort of video trainings for your audience, and you want them to engage with your content, and you want them to get those trainings, and you want to show the importance of your high ticket offer, that thing you can do with these video trainings. Because what you're going to do, first thing, you would have your landing page, and on that first landing page where all of your audience will um, they will land on that specific landing page, and from that landing page you would have a VSL where it will be like 4 or 5 minute video where you'll be explaining about the importance of the training that you've put together, and they can basically get that training for free for a limited time offer, right? So you have to create a perfect landing page with the VSLs, testimonials, yeah, free access to the training. That is all, and explain why they should listen to you, because you have to cover up all those unique kind of. You have to fill all the gaps that exist in the market, right? So again, VSL is VSL has its own format when it comes to writing it, but I'm just gonna kind of like briefly tell you, when you're writing VSL, make sure you're showing them the transformation, you're guaranteeing the results, and you basically have a tangible result or outcome that they're gonna get, right? So when you're gonna give them the training, you have to ask them for their email opt-ins, right? Their emails, names, phone number is optional, but I mean, if you can ask them, that will be great for you, right? In future. So once you get their emails, of course, we're gonna use the emails that you're getting for later purposes, if you want to sell them. um, when you get their emails, you can start your welcome sequence as well, but do not kind of bombard them too much. When it comes to welcome sequence, you just don't, in the first week itself, you don't have to sell them anything. You just have to provide tons of value, and basically tell them, hey, if you sign in, or like, if you get once you provide us your email, you're gonna get tons of value in the email. So stay tuned with all the emails that we'll be sending. You know what I mean? So yeah, just you just have to kind of, you can tell them in the VSL itself, but it's not necessary. But if you want to, you can definitely do that. Then in the training, you're gonna basically have 2 3 pages, like video, or in on one page you can have like 3 videos: video training 1 2 and 3, right? Once they complete, now video trainings should not be like, what should I call it? Like, it should not be complex. It should be like easy so that they can do it, right? It should be in depth, but not that in depth that it just ruins the importance of your high ticket or whatever you're selling at the end of this whole funnel, right? So after video training 3, so you have to basically explain them that this is the kind of end of the training, but there's a lot more to go. So you have to basically enroll into my offer, or just have to book a call with me, whatever your call to action is. And so you can make that call to action at the end of that last video training, right? So after that, you can basically make your sale. Now your CTA could be anything. Maybe you want them to book a call. Maybe you want them to enroll in a community. Maybe you want them to enroll in the high ticket option. Whatever your CTA is, right? So you have to make a call to action. And what happens with this kind of funnel? You build a trust with your audience. That's all it does. All right. So yeah, this is all about video VSL training funnel. And then we have challenge funnel. This is what most people who are, they've developed their businesses. For example, Iman Ghazi recently did this type of funnel. It was a live 5-day event, right, where he was explaining the importance of digital products and AI. So that was the kind of his big idea. It was surrounded by AI and digital product. So in the same way, what challenge funnels do, it's basically like you have a landing page, right? If you want to kind of go with a challenge funnel, you have to have some sort of audience, people who are really interested in your offer, and people who are really, they're ready to listen to you, right? You have some authority, right? So like, you cannot just go with any funnel, but you have to understand your market. You have to understand your authority in the market. So you have to kind of you have to understand some of the components before like utilizing any of these funnels. So for the challenge funnel, you have a landing page, and landing page is where you're going to explain what they're going to get inside the 5-day challenge. Like, explain what they're going to get inside day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So right, and then make sure landing page you can have some sort of a video. It's not necessary, but if you have like even like 2 minute video just to kind of explain them, hey, I'm happy that you're here. So in 5-day like live challenge, blah blah blah, you're gonna get this, you'll be able to do this, and after completing, you'll be completely become a different person, blah blah blah, like whatever your unique mechanism is, you just have to kind of explain them, put together, and make a video. Now in challenge funnel, if your landing page or sales page is good, you don't necessarily need to have a VSL. But I mean, if you want to keep it if you want to keep your landing page short, you can add a VSL. I mean, it's that simple, right? And then, if again, when they want to register for your or when they want to book a seat for your challenge funnel, then again, you're gonna ask them for your email's name, like email sign up. And then yeah, when your live challenge is happening, you just have to like, again, you just go through the days, and then at the last day, you have to make the sales pitch, right? So here you're gonna kind of present the offer that you want them to like hop into. So what you can do, again, it depends on your CTA. If you want them to book a call, do that. If you want them to pay a front for your high ticket offer, let them do that, right? So like, it just depends on what kind of offer you want them to hop into. right? And that is it for the challenge funnel. Now again, keep in mind when you're doing challenge funnel, um, so you're every single day it should be a unique, you're explaining something different and something that is mind boggling for your audience, right? Something that they've never heard of, something that they've never seen. You know what I mean? So but keep it simple, keep it like at fifth grade reading level, because if it's easy and it's like it's simple to understand for them, it'll be easy, for them to basically hop into your offer. So yeah, if it's easy, faster, it's new, it's like revolutionary, it'll be good for your audience, right? And then yeah, that is it. I can give you an example for this one. So as I've already told you earlier, Omanagazi recently did this kind of funnel, right? So because I attended, so I know how it went. It was good. So he was just explaining how digital products they're gonna revolutionize the whole info product industry and stuff. And at the and he was basically explaining importance of AI in building digital products, and how it's easier. You can do it without showing your face, and blah blah blah. So in the I think on day five, he was selling his AI, like synthesis AI, and some sort of program, right? I mean, challenge funnel. At the end of the day, you're not gonna do it for free. You're gonna sell something for you, like to your audience, right? So yeah, challenge funnel is that, and now we have quiz funnel. Now this is a bit different. You can kind of call it quiz funnel or survey funnel. Now, again, you have a landing page and you have a quiz, right, that your audience have to take. Again, you can have a video just explaining that if they fill out this quiz, this is what they'll be able to do. This is like the what's the main purpose of filling out the quiz? Is it transformation? Is it something that they'll be able to know about themselves, about their business? So whatever that may be. So it basically happens, you can do it when you're growing and you have a broad kind of audience, right? So for example, in my WOP community, I'm targeting growth operators, people who handle backend operations for online business owners, right? So they're not the business owners themselves, they're just handling the backend offers, backend operations, automations, and all that kind of stuff for these online business owners. And the second is business owners themselves. So, right, my audience is growth operators, but then business owners, like business coaches, online coaches, people who are running their own businesses. Maybe they're running some sort of high ticket or low ticket communities, right? Even if they're just starting out, maybe they're just earning like 5 figures a month or 4 figures a month, right? They want to kind of get past to that 4 figure level, and they want to get to 6 figures, right? So that is my target as well. Now, my third priority, so my first priority is coaches, online coaches, then second priority is growth operators, and my third priority is basically entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs, people who want to scale their business, right? People who want to go to the next level. So if they're already at 6 figures and they want even 7 figures and they want to get past, and they want to kind of have this they want to scale their business, right? They want to have a system which will bring them like clients, a referral system, like all that stuff. So if I have three avatars, right? If I have three different avatars, that means I can have three different quiz funnels. Like I can have 5 to 10 questions, as I've already kind of explained here. If I have 5 10 questions under each of these concepts, under each of these avatars, and I will ask for their emails, of course, name or email address to send them the results. I would kind of so they will land on a customized landing page for the results, so it's aka result page, right? And they'll be able to download the free report for their quiz, whatever they filled out. So here they would have like three different landing page. First, for the growth operators, depending on their questions, so it would be like general questions like what do you do. So of course they have to answer that they're handling automations or they're the growth operators, right? And as like same with the online business owners. So if a question is in the quiz that what, like who are they, or like what do they do, so they have to answer they're running some sort of online community, or they're the business owners, right? So from that I could analyze, okay, so this person is probably a business owner, and so this is the end result. Or like again, it's just like it is automations, like when you're filling out the quiz, it depends on the automations and all that stuff. So I have like different personas here, right? If entrepreneurs, like people who like their pain points, right? They, if they want to scale to seven figures, their goal and all that stuff. And so yeah, I will just deliver them the results, the quiz, the results. um, and I would tell them to download that report, free report, after asking for their emails. All right, so I hope that you understand. It's a bit kind of what should I call it? It's not complex, but yeah, it takes some time to build up this funnel, because you have to kind of have different, same questions, but there should be different answers that you would already fill out, and then you would decide onto like which, like what landing page is better for what avatar. Yeah, so you can again like keep up with the emails. Do not forget about your emails, because when you're when people are getting to know you, they would also like um try to read your emails, right? And you can basically convert much, um I mean, you can convert your audience at a higher level through emails alone. If you like, if your emails are good, if your copy is good, if you're if you know how to engage your audience, you're good. And then yeah, like when you hand them over their free report document that they filled out, and the result, kind of aka the result for their quiz funnel, you can, again, you can provide them the CTA, right? You can like pitch them on a different offer. So here you just have to, again, target your like offer. You have to make the like make the pitch here, right? Once you make the pitch, maybe you want to hop, maybe you want them to hop in a call. Again, like if you want to, like if you want them to join a community, whatever the case may be, then you basically you do this here. Then you have webinar funnel. Again, this is something that people who have some sort of authority in the market, they do this. But even if you're starting out, you can do it as long as you have your audience who's ready to listen, and as long as you have the hype that your audience is like, you must feel, you get that feeling that your audience is eager to learn from you. So you just have that you need to have that kind of feeling. Now, for the webinar funnel, you have to have a webinar registration funnel with, again, a mini video. I definitely recommend having a video, because in this day and age, people do not, we are literally in trust recession, right? We cannot, and we're not ready to trust anyone online specifically. So, right, so I mean, I would definitely recommend having a video. And then again, email sign up, you have to ask them for the emails, and then start your reminder email sequence, like start sending them email sequences till the until the webinar, right? So again, tell them the date, the day, time, and all that stuff for the webinar. You can do live webinar or recorded webinar, depend on your expertise. If you're starting out, I recommend doing recorded webinar, or you can do maybe live webinar, but just depends on how confident you are and if you can deliver the value the right way. And then yeah, on the webinar, like provide the value, teach one single thing according to you and your teaching style, and then make your offer, provide the bonuses that they're going to get inside your offer and all that stuff. Maybe you want to sell them low ticket, or you want to kind of sell any, like on community, like whatever the case may be. I mean, try to make your sale, right? This is quite simple. You just have to run a webinar. After that, you have lead magnet email series funnel. Now, if you're a beginner, you're just starting out with this online space, this is pretty good. Like, this is, if you're starting out, if you want to build your authority and you want to kind of get to know your audience even more, so I would definitely recommend using this type of funnel. This is called a free guide or checklist offer. I'm sorry, this is called lead magnet and email series funnel. So here you have a landing page, and on this landing page, when when you have your audience, and your audience, they're ready to kind of, and they want your lead magnet, right? So if you're providing some sort of free guide or checklist, this is where like on your landing page, you would basically have your free magnet or checklist, right? Or any kind of, any training or any kind of free stuff that you want to offer to your audience as a lead magnet, and in return they would give you their email address or their name or their phone numbers, right? And then yeah, instant download, this is where your email nurture sequence would start, right? So send them first welcome email, then value email first, value email two. I mean, do not, if you want, you can do that, like you can send them in a week, But again, sometimes what happens, people get too like, like they get too tired of getting your emails. They're like, why am I getting so much emails? Like, is it scam or is it what? So I mean, you can send them the emails, but again, totally depends on your audience and what they really want, right? Value email one, value email two, provide them real value, and then you can provide them a story email. Give them your story, or you can also do that in a welcome email. But welcome email, it should be more about them instead of you. Instead, you can provide story email into maybe like on the third or fourth day. Explain your story. Maybe like you can do a case study email. Then soft pitch. Here you can include maybe like not hard pitch, but like just softly tell them, hey, you can, if you want also results like this, maybe like you can basically go from a case study and then try to do soft pitch, right? So like you have a like pretty awesome case study in your business, and you want to, like, based off that case study, you want to soft pitch your audience. You can do that here as well. Hard pitch is basically you have what we call like limited time offer. You can do that here as well, right? And then we have case study funnel. So again, this is something that if you have authority, like if you have a decent authority in the market, you can do that. Because like Russell Brunson, right? So he's using most of like, he has used like all of these funnels, to be honest, in his like funnel, click funnels and stuff. um and he's the basically godfather of funnels. And let me tell you, just to build my authority in front of you. So again, I have not invented any of these funnels or anything. Instead, I did my study, I did my homework. So this whole funnel startup stuff, it is inspired from this book. So I read this whole book, and I've only mentioned these six funnels because I thought these are really, really important for you to understand. Doesn't matter if you're starting out, if you're sitting at four figures, right? If you're like earning four figures a month, or if you're a growth operator, it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're selling something, as long as you're providing some sort of services to online businesses, you need to know what funnels are and how these things work, right? Yeah. So this whole thing, it is inspired from this book, and if you want to kind of go in depth, you should definitely get this book. Really insane. All right. So we were doing, and I'm not basically what we call affiliate sponsor. I'm not sponsored by this book. I don't know if books are sponsored. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna look at case study funnel, our last funnel. This is where you have tons of case studies, and you have this competition in the market, right? So you have tons of competition. Now, if you want to build your authority, you can sell them on the case studies or the testimonials, some amazing and insane testimonials that you have in the market, right? Have a landing page, and on your landing page, all you have, it should be the case studies, right? Maybe have 5 case studies, have 10 case studies, so like have different types of case studies, because when if you have a specific customer, your client, and that customer lands onto your landing page, and if your customer can relate to any one of that, any one of these testimonials, then it's like he basically triggers a stimuli into his brain, and he kind of feels more, what should I call it, more like connected with that specific thing, right? So he feels a bit more connected, so that way he's basically ready to get into your offer, right? So once you have a case study landing page, explain the problem that all these people, in the case studies, and all these, like all different people, the single problem that they were facing, and how you tried to solve it, what we tried first, and I mean different methods that you tried. Some worked, some didn't. Like tell all of them. Breakthrough moment, like what was the real moment where you can basically kind of, again, explain your offer, bro. Like what help them to solve, right, their problems, right? Then tell them the results that they got, and then email, right, whenever, like if they want to tell them the real results that they got. Now what you can do here, you can explain the problem here, right? Explain the problem, what they tried, right? And what was the exact moment that everything changed, and the insane results. Now, if you want them to if you want them to um, know the results, if you want to disclose the results to them, you can basically ask them for their email sign up, right? For full results, because most of these people, they're doing this, right? So they have this problem, they have all these case rates, but like they have this again opt-in, like if you want to get real, if you want to know the full results for these case studies, sign up. So so that they will deliver deliver the results on your emails. Then you have a detailed case study, email, send them emails. Again, your welcome sequence would start from there, right? And then method, you can basically, again, CT, whatever your CTA is, you can pitch them, right? So at the oops. All right. So the common thing that you will find here is starting out, the beginning of these funnels is traffic first. Second is landing page, where your audience would land right after you have them, like you have them, you get them, and right after that you would send them over on a landing page, right? So make sure that is good. Your landing page should be nice and clean and neat and simple and short, and it should be at fifth grade reading level. And then the last step, if you'd see here, it's just some sort of sale that you're making, the call to action, the call to action that you're making here, right? It should be that, like the sale here, here. So after that, you have your follow-up delivery sequence. Now, what you can do here, whatever your call, like CTA is, after these, maybe you're selling low ticket, whatever the case may be. Once you have the sale, you have their email addresses, right? So after that, you can maybe upsell them on your high ticket. So if on, like, say if your CTA was that you sell them on a community, right? You basically get them to, if you get them inside your community. Now inside your community, you can sell them on the low ticket offer if you have, or you can sell them on high ticket offer, right? For example, most of these online business owners, people who have low ticket communities, they're selling their audiences on high ticket offers at the back end, right? So that is something that you can do, or maybe become them their affiliates. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to scale past maybe 6 figures, 7 figures, hop into the webinar, live challenges, and basically um, like do all that stuff, and you can tell them that, hey, opt into this high ticket offer. That could be your CTA, or you can be this system, it works um, without any, what should I call it, without any restriction. I mean, this is basically where you get referrals from your existing clients, right? So you just kind of get more and more clients from this. So again, this whole process, it's basically cyclical in nature. If you get a sale, you sell them on low ticket. Once you sell them on low ticket, you sell them on high ticket. Once you sell them on high ticket, keep them in your community, right? I mean, keep them engaged, and all that stuff. It depends on your customer lifetime value. I hope you understand how this funnel and stuff work. If you want to get real value and real sauce and all that stuff, I have a free community on WAP. You can basically hop into that, and I don't know when I'm gonna start charging about my community, but right now I'm just providing free value on my community, and it's really really insane. You can hop into that. You literally have no risk at all. It just depends on you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.